Hello students, welcome to Learner's Planet. In today's session, I'm going to discuss about the classification of plants. In fact, I'm going to discuss about the criteria on the basis of which the classification of plants is actually done. See, according to five kingdom system, all living organisms, they are classified into five kingdoms, right? That is Monera, then your Protista, fungi, plants, and animals, right? Now these are the kingdoms. So plant, it is a kingdom. Fine. Now further this kingdom is further going to be divided into subgroups, right? So kingdom is the largest group. I'm not wrong to say this thing that the kingdom is the taxa, or it is a rank, or it is a category in which the maximum number of organisms are present and they are having more of the similarities, but the basic design is common. So what is the basic design for these plants? Which organisms are considered to be the plant? They are number one, they have to be eukaryotic, then they are multicellular, right? Besides this, they are autotrophic and they are having the cell wall. So this is the basic criteria so as to place any organism in the kingdom plant. Now further, these organisms which are present in this kingdom, of course they are having the dissimilarities also, right? And besides that, like if they are multicellular, then definitely they must be having the different level of body organization or the different level of uh, complexity, isn't it? So further I'm going to discuss about this particular criteria which is used so as to classify the plants into the subgroups, right? And of course when kingdoms they are classified into subgroup, then the next level is known as the phylum. Phylum, when the more dissimilarities come in the group phylum, then it will be further subclassified, and like this the subgroups or the a level of hierarchy is maintained. Fine. So let me just discuss the criteria in a broad manner. So the very first level, or the very first thing so as to classify the or plants into the subgroup is number one, the level of body differentiation, or in simple terms I can say that the body differentiation of these multicellular organisms, right? These multiple cells in a body is the first criteria so as to subclassify the plants. Further, if the body is differentiated, right, into different body parts or the organs or in the tissues, then they are further subclassified on the basis of the development of vascular tissues, right, or on the basis of the conduction system which is developed or not developed in the plants. Fine. Further, if the vascular tissue or the vascular system is also developed, then the next criteria so as to classify these organisms is to produce the seeds. So it means that whether the seeds are produced by these living organisms or they are not. After that, if the seeds are produced, then whether these seeds are present as a naked structures or they are enclosed in a fruit body. So this is the basic criteria so as to classify the plants. Now see this flowchart here. Plants, number one, I said the body differentiation is the basic criteria. Means what? Whether the body is divided into the different organs, that is the roots, stem, or the leaves, right? So whether such type of organ formation has taken place in the plant body or not. If there is no differentiation, it is living as a colony or it is living as a group of cells in a particular region, then organism is going to be placed in the phylum which is known as the Thallophyta. Now such organisms, this thallus means stalk-like, right? There is no differentiated part over there. The organism's body, it looks like a thallus, right? So such type of plants which are having such stalk-like body or which are living as a group of cells is known as the phylum Thallophyta. Fine. And for your information, this Thallophyta or these thallophytic plants, they are aquatic. That means they are always living in the water. Fine. Besides this, if the differentiation has taken place, now, of course, there may be complete differentiation or differentiation can be it may be little less complex, right? It may be simple also. So on the basis of this particular property, that the plant body is divided into different body parts, that is stem, root and the leaves, then they are subgrouped, right? And of course, if such type of properties are present, they are to be placed in the group or the phylum that is known as the Bryophyta. And such plants, they are known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. You know why? Because they are not completely aquatic and they are not completely terrestrial. That means basically, see, plants are non-motile, right? So unlike the amphibians of the animal kingdom, that is, they are the animals which are able to live on land as well as in the water, isn't it? They can move from one habitat to the another. So they are known as the amphibians. But since these plants are non-motile, then how they are going to move from water to terrestrial region or vice versa? It is not possible, isn't it? So why these are known as amphibians of plant kingdom is because they are living in the wet conditions. They are living in the moist conditions. They cannot tolerate the dry terrestrial conditions. And of course, they cannot completely survive when immersed in the water region also. They need high water conditions, high moisture, but not in the immersed way also. Fine. So this group is known as the Bryophyta. Now this group, group, that is the plant is having the differentiated body parts, right? But further, if they have developed the vascular bundles also. Do you know what these vascular tissues or the vascular bundles are? They are the complex plant tissues, right? They help in the conduction of water and the minerals and the food, right? And which type of tissue is participating in such activity? It is the xylem and the phloem tissue. So this becomes the next criteria, right? If the body is differentiated and it is lacking these vascular tissue, then they are the Bryophyta. But if this vascular tissue is now developed, then they have to be now separated from the group Bryophyta. The plant which has developed the vascular tissue will be placed in the another phylum, right? Now further, in this at this level, the next criteria to subdivide the next phylum is the ability to produce the seeds, right? So these tissues, or these plants which are having differentiated body as well as the developed vascular bundles or the vascular tissues, they are coming in the next particular phylum, which is known as the phylum Pteridophyta. Fine. Besides this, the next criteria, as I said, is the ability to produce seeds. These pteridophytes, they cannot produce the seeds, right? They are reproducing through the spores. So at this level, the organisms which are able to produce the seeds, they have to be separated from Pteridophyta. So this next category, that is known as the phanerogams. Now in phanerogams, whether the seeds are naked or it is enclosed inside the fruits. So if these developed plants, that is the plants which are having the differentiated plant body with vascular bundles, and they are producing the seeds which are naked, that phylum is known as the gymnosperms. Fine. And you know why these are known as gymnosperms? It is because this word means naked. So plant and sperms means the gametes. Right. So organisms in which the naked seeds are present, they are known as the gymnosperms. Further, if the seeds are enclosed inside the fruits, then they are known as the angiosperms. Basically, this word angio means a case or the cover. So sperms, the gametes, are present inside the cover. So this next phylum is the fifth phylum, which is known as the angiosperms. Further, this angiosperm, it is further subdivided into these groups, which is dicot and the monocot. See, these seeds are having the cotyledons. If these angiosperms, the seeds of these angiosperms are having two cotyledons, then it is known as a dicot plant. And if it is having a single cotyledon, then it is having the monocot. So this is how broadly the plants are divided, right? So major thing that you can see here is what? There are 5 phylums: Thallophyta, right? Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms, and Angiosperms. So how they are classified? Number 1, if not differentiated, then they are thallophytes. If they are differentiated and they lack the vascular tissue, then these are the bryophytes. But if they have the vascular tissue but they are not able to produce the seeds, then they will come in the group or the phylum Pteridophyta. And if they are able to produce the seeds, then how these seeds are present? If it is naked, it is a group Gymnosperm, and if it is inside the fruits, then it is a Angiosperm. So you can now understand. I hope you can learn the pattern, or you can learn this classification quite easily in this way. See, generally these students, they are actually they get confused with the different characteristics and the classification of these organisms. So the best way is to relate, to compare, make tables, make flow charts, so that you can compare these particular groups, and if this comparison is clear to you, there is no problem in classifying the particular organism. You can easily understand that it should belong to which particular group. See, like if you know that the organism is having the cell wall and it is autotrophic and it is multicellular, then it has to be plants. So further, in the same way, you have to learn the basic things, and this is a way how you can make your concepts quite easy. You can understand the things very well, and of course you are able to answer the questions in your exams, right? So all the best for your future. Learn the things through a proper channel, through the proper charts and the tables, so that you can of course get good marks in your exams. This is one of the important question which is generally asked in your exams, right? Further, I will come back with the next topic, which is commonly asked in the exams, and is generally the students seem like they feel that it is very difficult, but it is actually not. So we'll come back soon. Till then, thank you so much. Have a nice day.